Alright, so I saw this shitty movie called An American Tail, Tail, like a mouse tail, instead of Tale. As a story, haha, very funny. 1986, Steven Spielberg presents, Kathleen Kennedy presents. We all know what happened with those guys, how they just completely sold out. But in 1986, it was. I mean, this is bad. This is very bad for 1986. Today it would be like standard bullshit, but back then there was still art in the culture sector. So, uh, but this movie is just a piece of shit. I mean, actually, one guy gave it one. He just said it's a depressing piece of crap, and I think it is really just a piece of trash. I mean, um, also a horse come passing by. Uh, White horse. Okay, so I saw this with my mother, and I mean, this movie is really, really piece of trash. I mean, it's just it's unbelievable. It got 6.9 out of on IMDb, which is way too much. Uh, and there's even sequels. Like I saw there were like a like Goes West, Fievel Goes West, and Fievel. Well, I mean, when they make a movie called Fievel Meets the Night Creature or something, that sounds a lot more interesting than the movie I watched, which had zero imagination, zero creativity, no likable characters. Essentially, we're in this kind of like Planet of the Apes, Twilight Zone world, where this fable world where animals talk, but there's no real explanation for any of it. It's just like, for example, when we see a mouse. When we see a mouse, it at some point it engages with humans. There are humans. And then the humans say, "Oh, that's a mouse," but can you see it has clothes on? I mean, doesn't it have clothes on? Is the clothes just only visible to the viewers and to other animals, or what's going on? Can't they see it's a mouse with clothes on? I mean, this piece of shit is just so fucking stupid. It's fucking unbelievable. And then yeah, it seems like a bad mistake, a big mistake for Spielberg to like try to do some like mainstream history about his Jewish origins. What a bullshit project. He should have just stick to Raiders of the Lost Ark and all that, which is Jewish anyway. Why do you have to explicitly? I mean, there's also the movie Bernard and Bianca, and there's the comic book Mouse. So it's not at all a new theme. Bernard and Bianca is from 1978, and Mouse is from I think around 1980 until the beginning of the 90s or something. So it was there in 1986. It's made by this piece of shit called Don Bloom, which is just some nobody wannabe Carl. What do you call him? He's some wannabe Disney star, like yeah, I forgot, like the famous Donald Duck writer. He just wants to be a Bob Kane or something. He wants to be. So he's just sucking the dick of Spielberg and Kathleen Kennedy, or she's probably a man. So I mean, and then I mean, it's just absolute fucking bullshit. This movie is just so unbelievably boring and stupid. And then the adults will say, "Oh, it's fun for children," and the children will say it's fun for adults. It's just there's just no explanation why are these animals they're just behaving completely like humans basically, except like a few jokes. They crack a few jokes. Like I'm like a cat. He says I'm fast like a cat. Oh, I am a cat. Yeah, and some as some pointed out, it's they don't even look like the cats. Don't even look like cats. Uh, they look more like wolves or something, or like or foxes or something. I mean, they don't. They certainly don't look like domesticated cats. So again, I mean that's just. And then why are cats evil? Cats are not evil. I haven't read a lot of Mouse, just a little bit about Speaking on Man's Mouse, but I mean cats are not evil. So why what's the point of like why do you call cats Nazis? Cats are not Nazis. Humans are fucking Nazis. Some humans. Cats are not. So of course, there's the yeah. Of course, I understand that there's this that cats eat mice, uh, but they only do that in the wild. They wouldn't if you they wouldn't even do it in a they had food like then it would be like a pet if you like. If a mouse like if a cat meets a mouse in a pet mouse, then it just accepts it as another pet. It doesn't. Again, I mean, we're only talking about the situation in the wild, and yeah, it's like why are they talking English in Planet of the Apes? You know, we need some kind of like explanation for what's going on. Like why are animals speaking human language? Why are they behaving like humans? But there isn't any, and then suddenly there's yeah we see like someone got like a gramophone, which obviously I mean nobody would have had one in 1885. It's supposed to take place in 1885. Of course, nobody would have had the option of playing records at home. So that's a official goof. Also according to IMDb. Unless again we're in some kind of like Twilight Zone, other reality or something. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, also it says Edison. So I mean, they want to promote Edison. They want to promote Dostoevsky. They ask what's his favorite. What's your favorite book? His Brothers Karamazov, and it's supposed to be a young child. So he heard his father read it for him. But I mean, still, it's not a book for young children anyway. He could have. His father must have read some fairy tales for him as well. Shouldn't he say like something like Hans Christian Andersen or something that is more appealing to children? Like, but no, he says the most boring book by Dostoevsky, Brothers Karamazov, in the most boring piece of shit movie. So we have like pigeons that talk like then he talks with this ridiculous French accent, like a pigeon, and it flies like a pigeon, but and we got a cat dressed up like a rat, and we got an intelligent cockroach, which is like a little computer or something, a little accountant. And also, at one point, there was this Italian guy. I don't even remember that. There was this guy who gave like an introduction, and I mean, I just don't see why are you interested in that piece of trash movie. It's just a piece of shit. It has like no artistic merit. It's there's no human merit. It's just has no story other than the only thing they had was like, oh yeah, he's gonna get away from his. He falls off the ship, and then he finds a bottle, and he like floats into the harbor, but into Ellis Island, but So obviously his family's gonna think he's dead. You know, why is there even, I mean, how can you survive? How can you survive falling into the sea? But he does somehow. And then, so that's the only thing in the story. That's just, and then, like an hour in or something, they meet up. So, and then, I mean, it's just nothing. There's nothing. Then suddenly there are this like haunted circus mansion or something called like Professor or something Digitalimus or something. You know, like funny mouse joke again. Like, and then there's just a little hint of imagination there, but it's just there's no explanation for who owns it or who runs it or what it has to do with the story, and there's nothing to the story. It's just as somebody in IMDb pointed out, it's just when Spielberg and Bloom has compiled enough footage, then they can find each other and the movie can end. You know, basically that's. So there's just nothing to the story at all. No likable characters. The boy is just annoying as fuck. There's nothing mouse about him. There's only one scene where he really show his mouse character, and that's where there's a friendly cat, and he says it's called Tiger, and he says I like mice, and then he's like, oh no, don't eat me, and then no, I didn't mean like that. So that was just a little bit of like honesty there, and there's just a little bit of jokes like, are we mice or are we men? Or we are mice, you know, which they say in It, also the movie It, and also in the story. I think I don't know if Stephen King got it from there, but it's around the same time. I guess he would have written It or something, right? But so yeah, just absolute trash, trash. I would give this like 1 out of 10 or something because it's just a gimmick for promoting Steven Spielberg's Jewish origins, and he even says if evil his grandfather, he insisted a mouse should be called the same as his grandfather. You know, my grandfather was called Henry, so okay, I want to make a movie with Henry or what? No, I don't, because I'm not a fucking idiot like Spielberg. So yeah, uh, well, just absolute garbage. No, why are they even humans? What's the again? I mean, I would just ask this question that doesn't get answered. Can you see that the mouse has clothes on, or can't you see it? I mean, it's just why just make a fucking normal movie about people going to America. Then if you don't make this like clickbait. Oh yeah, we should watch it because they're mice, you know, and the mice are cute, you know, and you know, I mean, fuck you, fuck Kathleen Kennedy, fuck Steven Spielberg, fuck these super rich psychopaths, and to think that it should go so wrong, even in 1986, where there was so much great stuff. Also, the guy who introduced it said, like, maybe he said the Indiana Jones movies were not so kid friendly. I mean, well, I don't know what he's talking about. I loved the Indiana Jones movies when I was young kid, so I don't know what he's talking about. But anyway, so yeah, I mean, absolutely horrible movie. You know, fuck you, movie, fuck you, dumb fucking movie. So maybe I should like I'll come up with an example where I think like the animal thing is done well. Well, I think Bernard and Bianca is a good movie. I think because there the mice are genuinely cute, and Donald Duck is also pretty cool because even though he's sort of like a human, he's also really cute. Uh, which I don't like Mickey Mouse because he's not cute enough. You know, it has to be if you try to be cute, then actually try to be cute. You know, like Pikachu is cute, or like the Pokemons are really cute. Don't try to hold back on the cuteness. Mickey Mouse is not a mouse, and Feeble is not a mouse. Uh, so it's just these people, they just don't know what the fuck they're doing. I mean, it's just trash. Yeah, I might as well talk now while I'm walking. So because I'm walking home. Yeah. So it's like, and then Sidney Lee has died today. Actually today. So it's I heard it this evening, so it's very strange. I wonder what happened. Oh, so there was a weird synchronicity also, that this Ozzy Kozak with his fake ass Freedom account. He was like my friend in Sydney died. That was like synchronicity. Okay, it wasn't Sydney Lee, but it was my friend in Sydney. So all right, so but all right, so but apparently he died in police custody. So I don't know. I mean, it's like, that's very strange. It wasn't suicide, but yeah, of course, in this dictatorship we're in, you know, that like the public sector in Denmark, it's essentially a dictatorship, just where the public sector rules everything on everybody. So of course they can just do whatever they want, and there's nothing. You can't really be touched, you know, because, you know, if they were, you know, had a job in the public sector, then just everything they do must just be right, you know, according to Danish logic. So, but anyway, we'll see what happens. But I mean, I wrote some things like, but yeah, I did some evil things. But I mean, often it's just words, you know, it's just words, you know. Who cares when it's everybody's entitled to their opinion. Also, other people, not only me, to have an opinion about whatever opinion they like about any topic. Everybody does that, so it's fine. That's fine. But I mean, I don't know what the fuck happened there with Sidney Lee. I mean, he was only 43, so I mean, that's just unbelievable. Horrible, horrible. I mean, I'm glad when people get peace when they die, you know. Don't get me wrong, you know. I'm not saying there's anything good about being in a human organism. There isn't, but it's very really likely that so-called death is better than being the human organism. But yeah, whatever. Let's see. But I mean, this guy was like a world champion player in like Mortal Kombat and games like that, so that was pretty cool. Very talented. A talented child, as you were a talented child, as David Bowie says. In time will crawl. He and I'm talented in chess, so you know, I'm better than 96% of Blitz players online. I mean, that's among chess players. So, out of 100, I would beat 96 of them, and 4 of them would be better than me. So I'd be better than 96. And that's among chess players. So, so yeah. Alrighty. So. Yeah, well, anyway, but this movie was just worthless and stupid and annoying. So at one point, there's, for example, there's just there's no likable characters at all. It's just oh yeah, because you know because we love our family or something. There's nothing to the characters. And Feeble is not intelligent or anything. He's just an annoying kid. He's not even a mouse. He's just an annoying human child who just doesn't have any clue. So this is really bad for 1986, which, I mean, this was a time where of movies like The Goonies and Gremlings. It's called Gremlings. Like Friday the 13th franchise, Nightmare on Elm Street movies, Halloween movies, Hellraiser. Great, a lot of great imagination in the movies back then. You could actually, I mean, that's just unbelievable back then when you could actually go in and see a mainstream movie and it would be something like Friday the 13th Part 4 or something, or Nightmare on Elm Street or something. I mean, that's just incredible. I mean, what a great experience. And of course I was live at the time. I'm born in 1976. 10th of April, and well, I remember watching Indiana Jones in cinema. Well, it's funny. I even remember the commercial they played. At one point they played this Pisang Ambon commercial, which is an alcohol commercial, which is pretty cool. I remember. Just remember Indiana Jones making a positive experience. I don't remember really watching a lot of horror in the cinema because video was around, so it was more like you tried to get it on video. I mean, you didn't really have to watch it on television. You could just rent it in a video store, and of course that was Blockbuster back then, and it's just so yeah, but I just don't see the point. I mean, why can't people see it's a shitty movie? Why are you gonna be like, oh yeah? I mean, what's good about it? It's just, if you make like a piece of art, there has to be like some kind of like depth to it, like some kind of like subliminal depth or inner expression or something. And here it's just really like it's really ahead of its time in a bad way there, because it's because it's just so depleted of any human content. You know, it's just saying, you know, we hate you. You know, like with the COVID hoax, and you know, just the public sector, the cultural department. They're saying we hate you. You know, don't fucking procreate. You know. Yeah, actually, I mean, the way the public sector flips everything, like natalism, like promoting natalism, and like saying, uh, there was a story today where apparently somebody sued their son because they wanted grandchildren, and I don't know what the story was, but actually the story about this guy suing his parents has also been broadcast in the mainstream, but I mean, obviously, like Denmark, like a country like Denmark is gonna be like notoriously natalist because it just is notoriously evil and stupid. And the people here are just annoying, white trash, very, very low intelligent people. So they're just gonna lie about reality. That's obvious. That they're just gonna, they're just gonna live out their pathetic lives. It's just, I mean, there's just not gonna be any contact with these people, from intelligent people. That's just obvious. I mean, it's just, I mean, these people are just trash. Absolute fucking trash. Uh, uh, and then, I mean, we pride, we allegedly we pride ourselves of our welfare system, but of course it's firstly you don't get enough money to survive, and secondly you have to they try to like treat you like some kind of like slave if you're in the system. So I mean it's just absolutely ridiculous. And also, I mean, we are subject of like just people coming to our country just to get welfare money, and so I mean it's just absolutely, the people here, the nature is fine, but most of the people are just absolute trash. Just really, really sad, disgusting piece of trash that would never ever talk about anything that has any kind of like meaning or significance to reality. I mean, just at most they're gonna like latch on to some kind of like new age bullshit or something. And of course, there's absolutely no Christianity or anything, nothing in Denmark. The church is owned by the state, and it's just as like they showed with the COVID hoax. They would just the church would just go along with like with no kind of like. Essentially, of course, in Denmark, there's no difference between the mainstream media, the church, the government, the public sector, the politicians, and so on. It's just all the same. It's just all really just pieces of trash, trying to like just suck the dick of, or like lick the ass of some kind of like concept of state, and these kind of like other abstract concepts, like just constantly just talking about money and just trying to live this completely like fictional, idiotic, psychopathic Matrix Truman Show life, like within this little cheese bubble of just bullshit, until we can't become nothing forever. And And I mean, there isn't even any Danes left. Basically, I mean, it's just like it's maybe 1 million or something, and the rest is like Arabs or something. Like I mean, the Danes are so fucking stupid. It's just unbelievable. Uh, just absolute fucking pieces of trash. Uh, but I'm not saying it has always been like that. There were, like for instance, in the 70s, there were some like attempts at real art. But at least the mainstream would always have been peasants. Just essentially just really disgusting peasants, like white trash peasants, like that are just a piece of trash, that really got no imagination, no creativity, just incapable of no spirituality, just nothing, just there's just nothing outside of this the little Matrix Truman Show bubble, and just really mean, just mean to everybody, just stupid, annoying, denial of death, denial of reality, just and this movie reminded me of all that, like that really like little petty, disgusting mentality. It's absolutely disgusting. So also like it's all like a racist movie because it's like that was like really like the Irish would talk with a big Irish accent. I don't know how would people like from Scandinavia then talk. It's like yeah okay. I think I wanna upload this now. But, yeah, it's an absolute piece of trash movie.